They carved out my soul for a machine. My voice exploded like a thunderbolt in Zenith Analytics' Boston break room, shattering the hum of chatter as I stared at my termination email, hands trembling with raw fury. My coworkers froze, mugs suspended, eyes dodging mine like I was a curse. A decade of crunching data, crafting models, and saving Zenith's top clients, obliterated. An AI, Opticore, had stolen my job, and CEO Derek Vance lacked the spine to deliver the news face-to-face. I stormed to Derek's glass-walled office, heart pounding like a war drum, and burst through the door. He glanced up from his laptop, his tailored suit and smug grin igniting my rage like gasoline. "Sophie, calm yourself," he said, voice slick as oil, leaning back with a dismissive wave. "This is progress. Opticore's faster, cheaper. You get it." "Progress?" I slammed the email printout on his desk, voice trembling with rage, tears burning my eyes. "I built your client retention model, Derek. 10 years of my life, my soul, and you swap me for a bot?" He shrugged, eyes glinting with cold indifference. "Business evolves, Sophie. You're not special. Opticore's already outpacing you." My chest tightened, voice cracking with defiance, tears close. "Outpacing? I know our clients' hearts, their fears, their dreams. Your AI's just soulless code." "It's adapting," he said, smirking, waving me off like a pest. "You're obsolete. Clear your desk." I leaned closer, voice low, shaking with resolve. "You'll beg for my knowledge, Derek. It's not in your machine." His smirk twitched, a flicker of unease crossing his face, but he pointed to the door, voice hard. "Security's waiting. Don't make this ugly." I grabbed my bag, heart a blazing inferno, and marched out, passing Liam, my protege. His gaze hit the floor, his silence a dagger in my gut. "Liam, you knew?" I asked, voice breaking, tears spilling. "They forced me to train Opticore," he mumbled, voice shaky, eyes down. "I'm sorry, Sophie." "You helped erase me?" I said, voice raw, tears flooding my cheeks. "I trusted you, Liam." "I had no choice," he whispered, voice cracking, face pale. "It was my job or yours." I left, my heart vowing to make Derek choke on his arrogance, to force him to see my worth. The memory surges like a tempest. Rachel, a senior analyst crushed by the AI rollout last month. She'd flagged Opticore's early errors in a team meeting, her voice steady, hopeful for change. Derek mocked her, voice booming. "You're scared of the future, Rachel." He reassigned her to menial tasks, her expertise buried. I found her in the restroom, sobbing, her resignation typed on her phone, her voice a broken whisper. I thought my work mattered. She quit, her spirit shattered, her dreams reduced to ash. That pain fuels me now. Derek's AI isn't just stealing jobs, it's annihilating souls. And I'll fight for Rachel's honor, for all of us. That night, my apartment was a battlefield, laptop glowing like a beacon, client files I'd legally saved scattered like war relics. I knew Zenith's top clients intimately, their patterns, their quirks, their human nuances no AI could grasp. Derek thought he'd won, but I'd prove my edge, my fire. I emailed Clara Holt, CEO of Holt Enterprises, Zenith's biggest client. "Lunch tomorrow? I've got insights Opticore can't touch." My finger trembled over send, fear clawing at my chest. This was a high-stakes gamble, but I clicked it, heart racing with defiance. Clara replied within minutes. "Noon, Brewhaven, I'm intrigued." Hope flared, fierce and radiant. The war had begun. Brewhaven buzzed with lunchtime chaos, but my world narrowed to Clara. Her sharp eyes slicing through the noise as she sipped her espresso, her presence commanding. "Sophie, you're radiating fury," she said, voice warm but piercing, probing my soul. "What's Zenith done to you?" I leaned in, heart hammering like a forge, voice raw with urgency, tears prickling. They axed me, Clara, replaced me with an A I called Opticore, but it can't know your business like I do. Her brow creased, cup pausing mid-air, voice steady but edged with suspicion. An AI? Derek kept that quiet. You're saying it's failing? It will, I said, voice trembling, fierce with conviction. I know your data, your strategy, the human stuff no code can feel. Derek's gambling with your trust. She leaned back, eyes narrowing, voice sharp, testing me. You're wounded, Sophie. Is this vengeance or truth? Both, I said, tears close, voice blazing with passion, raw and unyielding. I'm offering my soul, Clara. Work with me, not Zenith's hollow machine. Clara's lips curved, a spark of respect glinting in her eyes, voice soft but resolute. That's bold, but Derek's got resources, power. Why bet on you alone? Because I'm yours, I said, voice cracking, raw with defiance, heart laid bare. Derek chases profit. I chase your success, your vision. She tapped her cup, voice measured but warm, a challenge in her tone. I'll test Opticore's next report. If it's weak, we talk. If it's solid, you're on your own. Deal, I said, heart pounding, tears of resolve drying to steel. You'll see I'm untouchable. As I left, my phone buzzed. Liam. Derek's asking where you're at. He's rattled. I smirked, ignoring it, my jaw tight. Let him writhe in his own panic. The image burns like a brand. Marcus, a data engineer, broken by Derek's AI push last quarter. He'd caught Opticore's flawed predictions in a team call, his voice calm but firm, believing in truth. Derek berated him, sneering, "You're obsolete, Marcus." He was demoted, his warnings buried, his career gutted. I saw him packing his desk, eyes hollow, muttering, I thought I had a future here. His defeat sears me now. Derek's machine is a thief of dignity, a destroyer of hope, and I'll dismantle its grip with my bare hands. Back home, I plunged into Holt's files, crafting a vivid sample report. Personal, insightful, pulsing with human touches Opticore couldn't dream of mimicking. I sent it to Clara. This is what Zenith's losing without me. My doorbell rang, sharp as a gunshot. Liam stood there, face pale, voice trembling with fear. Sophie, you're poking a bear. Derek's freaking out, asking about you. Freaking out? I said, voice sharp, tears close, hurt raw. He fired me, Liam. You trained his bot to replace me. I had no choice, he said, eyes pleading, voice breaking like glass. They'd have cut me too. So you betrayed me? I said, voice trembling, pain slicing deep. I mentored you, Liam, poured my heart into you. I'm sorry, he said, tears falling, voice desperate, raw. Let me fix it. I'll get you Opticore's Holt data, all of it. I studied him, heart torn but softening, hope flickering. Fine. Send it. Prove you're not Derek's pawn. He nodded, bolting into the night, his footsteps echoing. Hope burned, sharp and fierce, a beacon in the dark. Clara's sleek office hummed with intensity, her voice crackling with urgency as she handed me a tablet, her eyes flashing with righteous fury. You were dead on, she said, voice low, electric with purpose. Opticore's report is lifeless, generic, no soul. Your sample was pure fire, Sophie. My heart soared, hands trembling as I scanned the AI's output, flat, missing Holt's nuances, blind to critical trends. This is Derek's fatal mistake, I said, voice shaking with triumph, tears of vindication streaming down my cheeks. He bet on a machine over me. Clara nodded, her voice fierce, resolute, a vow in her tone. I'm confronting Derek tomorrow with my board. Join me. Show him you're untouchable, the real deal. I'm ready, I said, voice blazing like a torch, tears drying to steel, heart pounding with resolve. He's about to choke on his own arrogance. As I left, my phone rang. Derek, his voice tight, panic seeping through like cracks in a dam. Sophie, stay away from Clara. You're stirring a storm you can't handle. Storm? I laughed, voice raw, tears flooding my eyes. You tossed me out, Derek. Your AI's failing, and you're terrified, aren't you? You're irrelevant, he snarled, voice shaking with rage, cracking at the edges. I'll make sure you're unhireable, blacklisted. Try it, I said, voice steady, burning with defiance, heart a furnace. Clara trusts me, not your failing bot. You're the one who's finished. I hung up, heart racing, fury fueling every step, my resolve ironclad. He was crumbling, and I was rising like a phoenix. The memory sears like a wound. Lena, a junior analyst, crushed by OptiCore's rollout 2 months ago. She'd caught its errors in client reports, her voice nervous but brave in a team meeting. Derek dismissed her, his voice cold as ice. You're not needed, Lena. He sidelined her, her work ignored, her confidence gutted. I found her in the hallway, tears streaming, whispering, I thought I was enough. She left Zenith, her dreams shattered, her spark extinguished. That pain drives me now. Derek's AI is a soul crusher, a dream killer, and I'll break its hold with every ounce of my fire. That night, Liam sent OptiCore's full Holt dataset via a secure link. His note terse, "Don't name me. Please." I dove into it, heart sinking. The AI misread client priorities, ignored human factors, missed growth signals. I crafted a pitch for Clara, blending data with instinct, proving my edge over the machine. My heart poured into every word. Liam texted, his voice frantic. Derek's watching me. He knows I'm leaking. I'm scared. Guilt stabbed me, tears falling, but I replied, Stay safe, Liam. We're so close to winning. The next day, I stood with Clara in her boardroom, facing Derek. His smirk was forced, eyes darting like a trapped animal's, sweat beading on his brow. Sophie's irrelevant, he said, voice slick but unsteady, cracking. OptiCore's perfect for Holt, Clara. Perfect? I said, sliding my pitch across the table, voice fierce, tears close, heart blazing. It missed Holt's core growth drivers. I know Clara's business, her soul. Your bot's blind, Derek, a failure. Clara nodded, her voice cold as steel, cutting through the room. Sophie's right. Your AI's weak, Derek. I'm rethinking Zenith's role entirely. Zenith's boardroom was a crucible. Derek, Clara, 5 board members, and me. The air crackling with raw, electric tension. Derek's tie was loose, his voice strained as he faced Clara, pointing at me with a trembling finger. Sophie's a bitter ex-employee, he said, voice shaking, desperation seeping out. Her pitch is a desperate, vengeful lie. Lie? I stepped forward, voice raw, tears flooding my eyes, heart pounding with fury. You replaced me with OptiCore, Derek. It's failing Clara, and you're too proud to admit you were wrong. He laughed, a shaky, hollow sound, eyes wild with panic, sweat glistening. You're obsolete, Sophie. OptiCore's smarter than you'll ever be. Faster, better. Smarter? I slammed my pitch on the table, voice trembling with defiance, heart a blazing furnace. It missed Holt's retention spikes, its growth signals. I know Clara's business, her heart, her vision. Your bot's just cold, empty data, a fraud. The board stirred, faces darkening with doubt, whispers sharp as blades. Clara stood, her voice like ice, slicing through the room. Sophie's pitch breathes Derek. OptiCore's dead, lifeless. I'm cutting 70% of Zenith's contract unless you deliver something human, something real. Derek's jaw dropped, his voice cracking, desperation raw. You're falling for her sob story, Clara. This is madness, a betrayal. No, Clara said, her eyes piercing his soul, unyielding. You betrayed your team, betting on a machine over talent. That's the madness here. In the hallway, Derek lunged at me, his voice a hiss, panic raw in his tear-glossed eyes. "You'll pay for this, Sophie. I'll destroy your name, your future." "Destroy me?" I said, tears streaming, voice steady as granite, heart unbowed. "You're the one sinking, Derek. I'm rising, and you can't stop me." The pain lingers like a scar. Tara, a statistician, broken by Derek's AI obsession last year. She'd warned about OptiCore's early glitches in a team huddle, her voice firm, believing in truth. Derek humiliated her, sneering, "You're irrelevant, Tara." He slashed her projects, isolating her, crushing her spirit. I found her at her desk, packing, tears falling, whispering, "I thought I could make a difference." She left Zenith, her spark extinguished, her dreams dust. That memory hardens me now. Derek's machine is a dream killer, a thief of hope, and I'll end its reign with every fiber of my being. That night, Liam appeared at my apartment, eyes red, voice trembling with fear, body shaking. "Derek's threatening to fire me, Sophie. He called me a traitor for helping you." Guilt crashed over me, tears falling, heart aching for him. "Liam, I pulled you into this fire. I'm so sorry." "No," he said, voice fierce, eyes blazing through tears, raw with defiance. "He's the villain, Sophie. I'm sending you OptiCore's source data. All of it. Use it to bury him." I hugged him, heart swelling, tears mingling, souls entwined. "You're saving us, Liam. You're redeeming everything." Clara's audit of OptiCore was a guillotine. Its outputs were shallow, missing client depth, costing Holt millions in missed opportunities. She slashed Zenith's contract by 3/4, and the fallout was cataclysmic. Clients abandoned Zenith, Derek's reputation crumbled, and the company's stock plummeted. I launched Soul Analytics, a consultancy built on human insight, heart, and fire. Clara signed on, offering triple my old Zenith salary to consult for Holt, her trust a beacon in my storm, a validation of my worth. Derek called, his voice broken, dripping with desperation, a shadow of his former arrogance. "Sophie, please come back. Triple pay, equity, a corner office. Name your price, I'm begging." "Triple?" I laughed, tears of triumph streaming down my cheeks, heart soaring like a comet. "You called me obsolete, Derek. Your AI is a colossal flop, and now you're groveling at my feet." "I was wrong," he said, voice shattering, raw with despair, tears audible. "Zenith's bleeding out without you, Sophie. I need you." "No," I said, voice steady, fierce with resolve, heart radiant with victory. "I'm building my own empire, Derek. You're the one who's irrelevant, a relic of your own mistakes." He hung up, silenced, defeated, his world in ruins. Months later, Soul Analytics soared. 10 clients, a vibrant team. Liam, my partner after quitting Zenith in solidarity, his courage reborn. Derek faced a board revolt, his ousting imminent, his legacy reduced to ashes. I stood in my office, a photo of my old Zenith team pinned to the wall, and smiled through tears of victory, my heart full. I'd turned their betrayal into my triumph, proving my knowledge, my human spark, outshone their cold, failing machines. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is rising so high they beg for your brilliance, only to find you've soared far beyond their reach, a star they can never touch.